I'm applying pressure. I'm applying pressure. No mercy. No mercy. I'ma give you no mercy. Baby, I'ma give you this.
You're now in tune to Convos with Mr. Cooper.
All right. Welcome to Convos. I'm Mr. Cooper. Yeah. You know what it is. You know why you're here. It's moi. Me. This face. Man, thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for sliding through, pulling up. Man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I like that. Yeah, and I stole it. So what? Everybody's stealing people's stuff these days. Yeah. Man, this episode is going to be dope for so many reasons. One, because I'm bringing someone on that has some dope ass knowledge, you know, that actually knows what he's talking about in this field. And this field, I mean, I'm talking about affiliate marketing. Yes, that's right. We're going to get into the ins and outs of affiliate marketing, why it is important that now you, if you work for someone or if, you know, are holding down a job, you as that person, flip that switch, hit your mind, switch your mindset. You know, I said hit your mind, but switch your mindset. You know, there are different ways to earn, to make money, to make a living. I've said it previously in other shows. You know, when working for someone, you're only a day away from being replaced. And it is evident by what's going on now. You look how everything has shifted. I also spoke in other episodes about how, you know, your job's being taken. Yeah. But we're going to cover all of that, you know. So I'm entitled this one, you know, don't get replaced. Don't get replaced. The importance of affiliate marketing. I remember coming up, you know, when I was in that space of trying to just hold down a job, just get a job, period. You know, there was so much against me, you know, like I'm pretty sure there was for a lot of young men that came up how I came up. You know, there wasn't a lot of options, but when you got a job, when you had a chance to hold a job, you tried to hold on to it for dear life because that was your livelihood. You know, it's different. It's just different. I was fortunate to learn early within that whole unfortunate time of not having employment. Yeah. You looking at me? Yeah, I got my shit together now. Oh, yeah. Because I had to. Yeah, you get that? I had no other choice but to create what you see before you. And it took time to get to this level. Yes, it did. But I had no choice. I was so focused on working for someone and trying to just be good enough to get hired that I let so many years pass me by. I could have started all of this shit years ago. But you know what? Timing is everything. And the timing in which I'm fortunate to sit here before you right now and tell you that there's another way. Affiliate marketing is the only thing out right now that everyone in your household can get involved in, can make money from, can make a living and a life from. You know, yes, there are other things out there. Affiliate marketing. There's network marketing, MLMs, multi-level marketing. There's so many different ways to make money out here. You have to know what's right and what's best for you, but you won't know until you actually get out there, put that foot forward and make a choice. Make it happen for yourself. I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to try to talk people into doing what they genuinely don't want to do. No, that's not what I'm doing. But what I am doing for the people that watch my content, for the people that watch me and want a different way and a better way, I am presenting opportunities. Through this platform, I am presenting opportunities. Today, you will hear from a gentleman that has an opportunity to present to the people. When we come back, we will sit down and talk with none other than Rob Gower. We'll be right back. More Convos. I'm Mr. Cooper. What's good, world? This is the one and only Mr. Cooper. Listen. I know the world is changing. Everything is shifted in this world right now. Travel isn't what it is anymore. Listen, if you're like me, you want to travel in style. You want a little exclusivity to your travel. If so, look no further than Dream Trips. That's right, Dream Trips and the Signature Series Travel Club. Listen, join us right now and have the most exclusive time traveling the world and also making a profit doing so. Listen, all you got to do is hit dreamtrips.intl.com/the Signature Series Travel Club. All right. Welcome back to Convos. Of course, I'm Mr. Cooper. And as I told you before the commercial break, this gentleman that I'm bringing on, I saw him on this little known thing we call Instagram. Yes, the web. Yes. And, I don't know if those of you that are watching right now are familiar with how the algorithm works, but when you search certain things and when you search for either products or just different terms and different ways of doing business, certain people will catch your eye. That's how the algorithm is set up. It will show you basically what you're looking for. And lo and behold, everything that I'm involved in outside of the entertainment spectrum and things of that nature is heavily due to affiliate marketing. And this gentleman that came on, he caught my eye. And better than anybody, when I bring someone on Convos, it's someone that I believe has something to say, has something to say to the world, to you, the masses, and someone that brings something different to the table. I want to introduce you to none other than Rob Gower. Rob, how are you?
I'm doing great, my friend. How are you?
I am pretty good, sir. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, sir, of making this
Absolutely.
money to sit down and talk with your boy. How are you on today?
Doing great. Busy day, as I was telling you before we hopped on. Had some very successful posts over the last couple of days that are generating me quite a bit of attention and reaching out and those sorts of things. So I've been dealing with that a lot. Don't want to make it sound like it's a negative thing because it's a wonderful thing. But
oh yeah. But
yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah, well, sir, you deserve the accolades that you're just now receiving. Like he just said, he just went viral for one of his many videos. And in this content creation space, this man has found a way to utilize, kind of perfectly marry the two of promotion and the right content. You know what I mean? To get your point across. Rob, let's start here. What got you involved in affiliate marketing in the first place?
A really interesting story. And another thing that we were talking to prior to this, you mentioned that, or I mentioned my involvement with MLMs. I got into an MLM probably 5 years ago. And, I had varying degrees of success. But this guy joined, and all of a sudden, right off the bat, breaking all the records. I was like, what in the world is this guy doing differently than everyone else? So I reached out to him, and he explained affiliate marketing to me, how it worked, and how he had this huge email list that he was marketing to. And I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Why am I talking to people on an individual level when I can reach out to the masses? Now, this was 5 years ago. Things have changed in the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. But back then, it was a lot more email heavy. It was a lot more... there was a lot more manual labor involved in the process. It's gotten easier with AI and some of the tools that we have now that we didn't have back then. But I'm getting a little off track here. But long story short, I saw his success, reached out to him. Hey, how are you doing this? And he explained it to me. I joined his program. I was all in, but I was also a caretaker for my father at the time. He had dementia, and he took a downturn at that point in time. So had to take a step back and deal with that for a few years. But just recently, I kind of stepped back into it and, excuse me, off to the races again. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yes. And what stood out about his process that made you want to reach out? What stood out about that said, okay, well, I've been around MLM, and for those of you that don't know, that's multi-level marketing and network marketing. What stood out in his process that made you say, you know what, I have to do this?
It was a much more automated process. It was much less hand-holding, much less meetings, much less reaching out to people individually. And it was just driving traffic. You drive traffic to an automated system and you let the system take over and handle the sales process, handle all the education, handle this, handle that. That doesn't mean that people don't reach out to you, because they do. Right. But you are answering 5% of the questions instead of answering 100% of the questions. So it makes things a lot more efficient and a lot more repeatable.
Okay. And what did you do prior to affiliate marketing?
So I'm an IT manager. I still am, actually. So I'm doing this on the side. I'm working my way, hopefully, working my way out of that. Right. I enjoy doing this much more than I do my day job. So yeah, I've been doing that for the last 15 years or so. And but 7 to 8 years ago, I really saw the need of, this job isn't going to protect me, isn't going to provide for me, isn't going to get me ahead, and it could go away tomorrow. And sure enough, I got laid off roughly 5 or 6 years ago. And that's what really got the gears turning in my head. This could happen at any time to anyone.
And that was prior to COVID. That was prior to COVID. So
absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So yeah. And it manifested itself in my life. I started thinking, I've only got one stream of income here. What am I doing?
Right.
I need to work to get ahead. I can't just sit where I am and be happy and think that things are going to stay the same, because everything changes. And you look now, and AI is going to replace so many jobs over the next 5 to 10 years. The things that, Chat GPT and all these programs can do, they do it. It does it better than humans. And we're talking about right now. We're not talking about advanced, versions of it that'll come out over the next couple of years. And then you have things like self-driving automobiles. You have the kiosks at your fast food restaurant when you go in to order. Those are jobs that are going away. So to me, there's a race. You better get ahead, and you better get ahead soon, because when this hits, and all of a sudden thousands and thousands of jobs are just disappearing, you better be ready for it.
Yes. Now, see, you said something key, and that also takes me back to what we talked about prior to jumping on the call. Listen, I speak about it on this show. I've spoken about it on this show time and time again. I've spoken about it in my life. You are only a day away from being replaced when you literally work for someone else or work for another company. You are, and don't get me wrong, because the way the system has been set up, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's the law of the land. That's the lay of the land. If you don't work, you don't eat. However, I've always preached and told everyone, you have to figure out a way to work for yourself. You have to figure out a way to make the entire system work for you. Sir, you figured that way out. What are some of the things about affiliate marketing that you would tell somebody, hey, you know, this is the way to go? You can make easy money. Give me some examples of some of the ways for people to make money through affiliate marketing.
Oh, wow. This may turn into a longer show.
That's fine. That's fine with me. We have a little time.
Okay. So my favorite thing about affiliate marketing is that it is scalable. We talked about multiple streams of income. We talked about how important that is to have a backup plan in case your job goes away. In case, you know, who knows what's going to happen in your life? You need to be prepared for it. Affiliate marketing, you can have as many streams of income as you can possibly set up. You know, you can market products. You can market digital products. You can market coaching classes. You can market, I could go on and on. You can market your brick and mortar business. You can market, there are literally, the options are limitless.
Right.
And 86% of brands have affiliate programs. 86%. And we're talking the Amazons of the world, Target, Walmart, Nike. All of these brands have affiliate programs. So that just shows you how effective this market is. I think about it, I'm just blown away. It's a $17 billion with a B dollar industry.
You see, did you all hear that? We're not going to let that just fly past these two bald heads that you see. We're going to let that slide right now back into your ear sockets. Listen closely. He said billion with a B. That's in this industry, people. Come on.
And the crazy part is that's right now. Over the last year or two, this has gotten a lot, I won't say easier. This has gotten a lot simpler. And what I mean by that is it's repeatable. There are steps you can follow that anyone can follow that allow you to do this. In the past, there was a lot more skill involved in it. And what I mean by that, there was a lot of manual, you know, setting up email campaigns, you know, writing out those emails, making sure they're written properly so they'll grab the person's attention, all those sorts of things. And while that's still important, you have the tools now. You know, you have Grammarly, you have ChatGPT, and all these sorts of things that you can use to cut the time that you're putting into these sorts of things by literally 80 or 90%. So as this becomes easier, so many more people are getting involved. And as, you know, these people are getting involved, the industry is just exploding.
Right. Well, listen, I am totally with the entire affiliate marketing movement. And it's more than just a movement. It is a way of life because, like, as you said, you can really change your entire life and your way of living by marketing products. And you don't have to do half the things that we in this industry had to go through to get accomplished back when this first started, back when you were just trying to get people to believe that you actually sold the products. You know what I mean? Now you have so many different ways, and Rob, he does such a good job by utilizing what I tell you all the time, utilizing social media for what it is. Sir, that leads me to my next question. How has it been promoting yourself and these products using content creation and short form content creation?
It's been great. And this was a big part of what I was talking about, not only the automation, but short form content. It has completely and totally changed the game. And it allows you to go viral, is what it boils down to. Before, you could, but it just wasn't the same. You weren't getting the same reaction. You weren't getting the same follow up from your user base. It just allows you to reach so many more people, and the algorithm will target the people that are interested in what you have to say in a lot of cases. So it makes it easier because the algorithm knows what you're talking about.
Right.
It knows who's looking for that, and it matches you. So that it's a beautiful thing. The content creation, honestly, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie and say it's easy. You do have to grind, especially in the beginning, to get everything set up, to learn how to do it, all those sorts of things. But once you get into a groove, it's really not that bad. I probably spend, I would say, 2 to 3 hours a day on my content. But, you compare that to a job. What would you prefer, 2 to 3 hours or 8 to 10?
That's facts.
And then you're talking about, with the 2 to 3 hours, you're talking about something that you can scale, something that you're not going to get fired from because it's yours. You own it.
Right.
You own it. You keep doing it no matter what.
Right.
So, and to me, it's just, but you're right. The short form content is a complete and total game changer.
Yes. What are some of the successes been for you? You don't have to tell anybody tell anybody about your pockets or your bank account, but what have some of the different affiliate companies, what are some of your successes in this game?
Sure. So like I mentioned, I haven't been doing this all that long. I just recently got back into it over the last couple of months. But I had prior exposure to it from the 5 years ago that I mentioned, and I have always been researching it, following it for the day when I could get back into it. So that being said, I feel I've done really, really well as far as from a following perspective and the amount of time that I've been doing it. And I've had a lot of people that are in the same program that I'm in tell me, wow, you've done that already. So that part of it has been very rewarding, seeing the response to the work that I'm putting in, and reaching people that genuinely need and appreciate the help. I want to help people. I want people that were in my situation. I got laid off, or they're working 2 jobs and they don't want to work 2 jobs anymore. Or there's so many different situations. Stay-at-home moms is a huge one. Right. They can't leave the house because they got their kids, and it's hard for them to work and make significant money or advance their career and put those extra hours in because they have a family to take care of. That's a huge part of this, and there's so many of those folks just doing amazing with this.
Listen, you are on the right path. You are, and you have the heart. You could tell you have the heart to want to help people, and that's how you actually end up being blessed. Sir, I'm going to ask you one more question before I let you get out of here. What is the message that you would like to leave our audience and those that may come back and watch this again about affiliate marketing?
The message. Well, that's so okay. This may be a multi-part answer. Message number 1: don't do what I did. Don't wait until you have no other choice.
Come on.
Don't wait until after you're laid off to have the light bulb go off in your head. Oh no, I need to take care of myself because nobody else is going to do it for me. That's what it took for me. Message number 2 is affiliate marketing can be applied in so many ways, in so many forms, to so many different things that I believe this. A lot of people will disagree with me. I believe everybody, and literally, I mean everybody, should be involved in it in some way, shape, or form, because you can apply it to anything, literally anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a pastor of a church and you want to grow your congregation, you can market your church through it. If you own a bakery, you can market your bakery. If you have a PDF that you want to sell online, I mean, I can sit here and go on with examples for until tonight.
Listen, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, to me, it's a no-brainer. I could sit here and talk about it forever, but to me, it's a no-brainer. I think everyone should at least, at a minimum, check it out. See if it's something you're comfortable with, something you want to do. But I'm sold. I'm completely and totally sold.
You and me both, sir. You and me both. Listen, I didn't bring this man on just to sit here and just shoot the shit, guys. He's really dropped some knowledge on you all that you need to take heed and follow. Rob, do me a favor and tell the audience where they can find you on all platforms, sir.
Okay. You can find me at Success with Rob on Instagram. No dots, no dashes, no spaces, just Success with Rob. And that's my handle across all the platforms. Also, if you want to go out to my website, that is Side Hustle Heaven, no spaces, no dashes, no dots. And that will actually introduce you to the program that I'm doing. And if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me. Instagram's probably best. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram and I will answer any questions that you have.
And I will also make sure to have the link to his website as well as his Instagram in the description. All right. I want to thank you all for taking the time to listen. Thank you, Rob, for joining us. And we're signing out right here on Convos. I'm Mr. Cooper.
Let's do it. I don't see nothing wrong. You got it. I'm about to give you no mercy. No mercy. No mercy. No mercy.